Hola kamatis! Dyan para casa! Hello! Hola, hello, hi, and hello, hola baroch! Well, I'm still setting things up. It's 10:04. If you've got your clocks adjusted correctly, you'll know that's what time it is. Alright, just moving the mic over to the correct spot where I can actually talk into it. Fancy that. Okay, hiya, hala, hoa. Alright, gotta get rid of my coffee cup. Gotta refill my water. I think we're fine. We'll wait on the water. And then we are going to get the heck started. We're gonna get the heck started. Alright? We're gonna get the heck started. Alright, give me one moment. We're gonna be playing Borderlands today. I hope that you are ready for more fun Borderlands. It's actually a real fun game so far, so if you haven't picked it up yet, please go do so. It's a very good game. Alright, give me one moment. I gotta go grab my nut bar. And I think we're good after that. Grab my nut bar. Oh man, I haven't taken or smoked any of my medication today. So that unfortunately will have to happen. Taking my pill right now. All right. I was gonna do Mystical Monday, but I have been enjoying. I have been enjoying what's it called so much, Borderlands. Oh my gosh, that it's taken over a little bit. So on a different character than the one that we're gonna be playing, I have gotten a little further. So I know a little bit more about sort of what's happening and where to go, and we will continue that with our character that we've been playing in just a moment. Hey, Street Trip. Thanks for stopping in. Welcome. Today we got the pup cam instead of my face cam. If you can see her. Hello. I think that's a perfect view, honestly. All right, I'll be back. Gotta grab my nut bar. Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, yo, hey, yo. All right. All right, we're almost ready. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna put this music on Spotify. Twitch stream music. And let us see if it has any good ones or shitty ones. Lo-fi, EDM for streaming. How about no? Oh, let's see.
Screw the haters, I don't care. It might be different, I might be unaware. All that matters to me is that you're always there. You let me in your world, you show me that.
Alright, it says save from Twitch stream music thing. So hopefully that's true. I had to close all my web windows. Web crawler. You remember those? Web crawlers. Alright. I think I need to do one more thing. I think we're good. Right? Oh, it looks like Delta Force has had a recent update. So that might be popping until Battlefield comes out. But I've been pretty happy with Borderlands, so keep it going with that for a while. Unless I'm playing Battlefield, in which case, you know, those days obviously won't be playing Borderlands. I know that I don't get confused. You get confused. You're a confused person. I'm not. Yeah, take that. How do you feel about that? That's right. Sorry, Borderlands is just loading up. It takes a bit. I'm on an older system. Ah, see, you can hear it. You can hear it. Gearbox. Arr. Hey, har, har, har. All right. I said all right, but I didn't do anything just then, so that wasn't according to plan. I did mean to do something. Hiya! Oh, well, there's no pup there currently. But you can imagine one. All right. We are playing as Amon. Amon! Welcome back, Street Trip. Welcome. You don't hear me? You can probably hear me now. Can you hear the music and the other stuff? Everything else? Hey, you know, sometimes I just don't speak as much. That's just how it be like. That's how it do be like sometimes. So I think with this guy here, this version of the game needs to be sort of low graphics. Oh, I guess it kept my settings. Okay. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, well. Performance, there we go. Alright. So as I said before, we are playing as Amon, who has the wonderful abilities of having like double axes out, which is good. And I think kind of what I was playing around with the different like skill trees, like the what you call it, the friggin' skill calculators. There you go. That's what I was doing. I was playing around with the skill calculators, and what I determined is that I think I want to do like a sort of a drone forge build with Amon. And what that means is that he's got these little this feature of his conjured weapons where he can let them like float around like drones, which I mean, that kind of makes sense. So so in that effort, what we need to do is change up his key, like his normal active ability, mostly to get this in the end, the Storm Cutter. Pretty garndosh cool, you know. And then what we'll do is we will go as quickly as possible into his other stuff. Though I'm kind of looking at this, and I think no, because we want that keystone. So okay, yeah, sorry. I got caught up. I want the keystone from here first. I'm pretty sure that's the one I want. Yes, that's the one I want. So it's a massive forge sword that deals shock melee damage to all enemies it passes through. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can get the keystone and this passive and then still get the really cool forge drones. No, I think it might actually work. It might actually work, because I think you can get into the first tier of the second section here. But we'll see. We are far off from making that happen. So what we want to do is we want to start investing in all the stuff that we know we're going to need, or that's going to make this build sing later on. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. I haven't even smoked my medication yet today. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So we want to invest in shock and burn, and not melee like we were before. I tend to, in my builds, go kind of glass cannon and not really worry too much about, you know, anything else, really. We want that. Augment. And then, oh, yep, definitely. All right. So that's where we're at. It's unimpressive at the moment, but we're trying to make things gear a lot more towards the end game build than towards any, and that doesn't come from, you know, fear of being unable to respec, because that's what these machines are for. It costs roughly the amount of money that it does to die to respec, which I think is a fair price. You know, I think that's, I can understand that. I can wrap my head around that. And so the idea is, when he activates his forge ability, this passive here, boop, press and hold end to slam a molten forge hammer into the ground, dealing incendiary melee damage to enemies in a large area. Now, if I was to invest into melee damage, that would definitely double dip here, but it's hard to invest into more than like 2 things at a time. Like, you want someone to be either heavy status and crits, or heavy crits and melee, or heavy crits and gun damage, etc., etc., etc. You want to, like, that's why they're called specializations, you know, back in the day. Now, here's an old man fact for you, okay? Back in the day, when we used to walk 100 miles to school uphill both ways, we had to carry our books with one single spaghetti string, or else, you know, we couldn't afford. I use my shoestring sometimes, but when both of them broke, I kind of had to improvise. I think in terms of popularity, this game's probably going to be, I don't know, the whole franchise has kind of reduced or has lessened in popularity after the movie, or at least after the third Borderlands. I think people by and large didn't like that one. I did. I thought it was fine. Bought and played all of the DLC, thought it was good. I kind of wish that I had played more story oriented, because there are now lore elements, and I like lore of things. Like, I like stories in games. It's one of the reasons I play video games, is to get into another reality and get myself immersed, you know. But the last one, I think that it didn't have a lot of the systems that were in place for the first 2, and I think it's because they kind of like tried to, Gearbox was like, yeah, we're gonna do this whole like rock and roll thing, and I think that they had assumed that with rock and roll and in the Minecraft generation that people enjoyed like crass humor and like poop jokes and all that kind of stuff. I think corporate people don't really understand, because imagine this, right? You're a corporate executive, and like because in order to get to the level of corporate executive, you're probably going to have been rich, right? Somewhere along the way, someone has to have helped you with, you know, stability and money in order for you to pursue such a specialized career as corporate executive for, you know, whatever. And, you know, mark my words, I know that it seems like, you know, oh, anyone, because we're living in America, we got the American dream and all that, anyone can be a corporate CEO. No, that's not true. I wish. Oh man, that'd be cool. Anyone can be the CEO of a company, but these people, like the people that head these companies, are very specifically trained from like high school age up until now to very specifically handle this part of this industry. And a lot of it is about refining and defining systems for shareholders, and a lot less of it is about actually knowing and caring what your base wants. So the short answer was no. I don't think it'll be as popular as previous ones. I think people will always have Borderlands 1 and 2 sort of as their baselines, and then the pre-sequel and story things like Tales from the Borderlands and all that kind of stuff. I think that is supplemental and people enjoy those, but I don't think that they're going to be like, what's the definitive Borderlands experience? You know, and then someone would be like, number 4, number 3, you know, everyone would say number 2 or number 1 and 2. But to continue that point, it's really important to understand that corporations operate a lot differently in terms of social aspects than real reality. If you think about it, people always tell you not to, like, oh, you know, don't bring work home and don't bring your home to work. You know, you gotta separate the two, compartmentalize, leave all that stuff behind. People don't do that. Like, how many people have you gone to work with that actually do the job of separating their home from work life? Like, there are so many nuanced psychological markers or stressors that people endure on a day-to-day basis that affect them in ways they don't even understand. So it's hard for me to say, oh yeah, you know, I can compartmentalize. Nobody can. Nobody can. So what game developer executives think is cool is typically going to be like what a 13-year-old boy 20 years ago thought was cool. The sound that I made just now? Are you a percussionist? I know you're an artist, but are you a percussionist? Because that is it's a specifically satisfying sound. Or do you have tinnitus? Or have you fought in any wars? Yeah, that's a symptom of tinnitus. Are you really sensitive to like high frequencies of noise? I also like metallic sounds. It's, you know, that's how Ozzy first got into the genre of metal, because he loved the sounds of like the factory workers. Like, he liked the whole feel of it. He liked the whole blue collar nuance. He liked, you know, all of that stuff. And so when the term metal was coined, it wasn't Ozzy that invented it, but he definitely like loves or loved that industrial flavor of things, which is why it became associated with him being the one who invented metal, or at least the term. I get advertisements too, don't worry, man, I understand. So you can tell that that's like a metal, or a, like, can you tell what materials are being used, or what, can you just tell the tool that or the thing that I'm like the thing that I'm doing, or whatever it is, like? Yeah, but that's a very specific sound, you know? I think I would probably recognize a grinder if I heard someone tip-tapping on one. Because they're so, like, how often do you find things that are, that have like a bunch of holes drilled in them that are shaped in the way, like in a compartmental way, with threading? You know, it's such a unique, I don't know, it's a unique thing. Are you gonna fall off the, nope, she almost fell off. So yeah, it's very easy for people to assume that, you know, CEOs and businesses and things like that are running all kinds of like statistics and metrics to see, you know, what's our demographic like? Who are we gonna like target with this game? You know, like what's our, you know, I don't know. But they don't actually do that. It's actually, you know, whatever Pickford or whatever the fuck his name is, whatever he says is interesting and cool. And it's whatever, you know, this CEO or executive says what is cool and stuff. And people, I mean, Trump is a perfect example as to how people are so afraid to say anything against power that they like crumble and just say yes, sir, whatever you want. So that's why like the last one was all like poop jokes and fart jokes and all that kind of stuff. It's because the people that, you know, wrote all that stuff thought that's what kids wanted. It is so frustrating to me when you know, when CEOs or executives, whatever, when people are like that, because like, just make the product, like just make the product in exactly the way that people have said that they enjoyed it, and you'll find success. And someone's got to put their personality in it. Someone has to put their, you know, somebody's got to put their finger into the sauce to feel like they've contributed. That's so stupid. That's individualism at its best, and it doesn't work for team-based, you know, endeavors. Like if you're trying to be, you know, a AAA game developer, you got to have a really good product. I don't know. Maybe I'm being, you know, ignorant or naive, but I think that honesty plays a big part in all of this. And part of being honest is if you want to do what the fans like, then just do that. And don't say like, oh, well, maybe you guys just don't have PCs that can run the game. Like, what? You know? Craziness out there. Well, you know, I think what's really funny is that people try to compare, like, oh, Americans are loud and obnoxious, or like, oh, Europeans tell it like it is. I mean, there's people like that in both areas, you know, like, there's no specific, you know, specifically American trait that is like, oh, we're all loud. You know, that's just not a thing. Like, we're not all loud. Will I get a new PC before GTA 6? I probably won't. Shit. I don't think I'm gonna get a new PC for years, probably. Yeah, and I think it's about the people who are able to travel, who have like the money to do so, because in Europe I don't think it necessarily costs a whole heck of a lot to travel within the country, or at least within the continent, even with trains being as ubiquitous and travel costs being lower, and the average wage to cost of living ratio being higher. Yeah, I would travel more if I could, but it costs, you know, like roughly $1,800 for rent, roughly, you know, $200 for a phone bill, or $100 for a phone bill, $100 for a cable bill, $200 for a you know, it's crazy. Yeah, and then I think internet's like another 100, and then if you add up all your streaming services, that's like another 150 to 200. I mean, we try to pare it down as much as possible. And then you've got like $200 roughly a month, like for food, and that's it. That's if you're going like bare minimum, and that's per person. And then you've got you know, taxes at like 30%. So anything that you've earned, you give 30% to the government, which I support, but a lot of people don't. Yeah, there's a lot of expenses that we don't really pay attention to, and so when we get our paycheck at the end of the pay period, we're like, oh, sweet, I've got money now, and then it's like all gone. People in America are having to budget things like a paycheck ahead of time. So like you get your paycheck every 2 weeks for a lot of jobs, and you have your budget that you have to meet each month in order to, you know, live. And so you do that, you get the budget, you get like you know, $800 or whatever taken care of, but that's your whole paycheck, and you've got maybe $20 left over, and then at the end of the month you have to like factor everything else in. It sucks. In the Netherlands, you can apply for tax returns. There are tax returns here as well, but you guys have more comprehensive social services than we do. You have to pay into the social services before you can get them, Whereas I know that I could like break my toe and be seen in a different country that has socialized healthcare, or at least more accessible healthcare, and be treated and not have to worry about like, will I be strapped with a $100,000 bill, you know? Well, yeah, Street Trip, think about it this way. If healthcare were more accessible and less expensive, I wouldn't have to smoke weed. I'd be able to have, you know, therapy, and I'd be able to have medication that takes care of my anxiety and depression. And it would be able to all be like one thing, as opposed to, you know, having to take a cocktail of different pills just to feel normal. You know? Oh yeah, and as far as I know about Hungarians, they're even more outspoken than the Dutch. The Dutch can be very opinionated, but boy, are Hungarians, you know, more so opinionated. Although you would think that that would go, you know, towards nationality, like ousting people like Orban before he gets into power. But I assume that there was probably a lot of stuff that led up to that, you know. There's probably a lot of issues that were pervasive enough to need such a drastic change in government. Oh yes. Well, I mean, he's the Trump, right, of Hungary, the Hungarian government. As far as I know, that's kind of how he's equated here. And so it's like him and Putin and Trump and all those, like, they saw an opportunity. Trump never actually thought he was going to be president. He never thought for a million years. He thought Hillary was going to win and it was going to be a landslide. He just wanted to have, you know, a good rest of his life, and all the stuff that he was expecting, kickbacks and tax breaks and whatnot, as, you know, being the guy to run, that was going to come to him, and he was going to be able to just be comfortable. Because he, like, if you don't really know much about Trump, his entire career was all about failure. Like, he did like the planned failure kind of shit. He's super corrupt, I can tell a lot. He's in a limbo between both sides, though. Buy Russian gas and we're hiding it. Oh, I'm sure. We buy Russian, or not, what is it? We supply Russia with weapons, or we bought a lot of Russian weapons, or something having to do with it. It was just, it's bad. This is why, like, when I talk about stuff on like Work Wednesdays, I talk a lot about like how corporations and rich people are really just kind of like the same thing. You know, it's like they're the same group. They all just kind of pass responsibility and money around. Like every quarter, let's say, you know, the companies all like shift money around, or they shift elements around, they shift people, they shift CEOs. There are people like in the wide world of CEO-dom. You know, there are a lot of people in the top Fortune 500 who have been at, you know, 2/3 of the companies in the Fortune 500. So it's all just a big fucking performance. And all of it serves to both overwork and undervalue the individual. And you know, I'm not a fan of lone wolfing it, like in life. Like I believe that people should be able to depend upon and rely upon their community. You know, it takes a village kind of mentality. Like I don't think that full communism would work, and I certainly don't think that at least not with people being as selfish as they are. And then I also don't think that like forced communism like under a dictatorship would work. But like man. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, just like it's just all a performance. People are just pretending, you know, to care about what some nebulous other side is doing, but they're doing the same shit themselves. So it's very hard to you know, to tell the uncorrupt from the corrupt, because there's almost no distinction. Especially in government, but I would say that I'm talking specifically about how the government operate, or how retail and corporations operate, but the government in very much the same vein. We're going for a sort of an elemental build, so I don't really necessarily care what I'm maxing out. As far as SDUs go, it's not that important. Also, by the way, if you are just joining, if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, then please feel free to like and do the subscribe and share things, stuff like that. I know that everybody asks for it, and I know that everybody says how shitty it is to always ask for it, but I really do need that engagement. If you can share the stream, I much appreciate it. I am still, you know, I have until next summer. Next summer, I believe. I have until next June to make a go of this. And if I can get enough subscribers or enough followers, or I have a video that does well enough on the channel, like after I actually get back into editing again, then you know, we might be able to stay where I'm at. God, excuse me. Sinus issues. I might be able to stay where I'm at. I mean, it's not like we're not on the verge of getting like kicked out or anything, but like my wife's kicking around ideas on what she wants to do for her next step, and I am also like trying to kind of refine as opposed to redefine what I would like to do for my second half. And you know, I would love to just entertain. Like that would be like, I don't really care what form it is, if it's, you know, arguing with people, with Trumpers about Trump, or if it's you know, helping people with like mental health resources, or being a disinformation debunker, or a video reactor, whatever. Video game player, actor, writer, director, I don't care. I would love to just entertain. And that world is, if you aren't familiar, sort of inaccessible to people like me, you know? People who are too old or too young, too fat, too skinny. If you're too anything, then, you know, they don't want you. And I am too poor. And I know that people like love to entertain with thoughts of like, oh, I was just a Kansas cocktail waitress, or what? No, you're not a cocktail waitress. Yes, I was just a Kansas small town farm girl. I came to Hollywood with dreams of stardom and you know, doing good for the acting and the movie community. There's none of that stuff. That's not a thing. That's, you know, it really is all about who you know, and some people get lucky. You know, there is the whole being discovered thing, but that's such a rare occurrence that it's like people, it's kind of the equivalent of how people don't realize that extras are like actors. Like they think that extras are just, you know, people in the scene, and it's not a dangerous or harmful assumption to make. It's just it's because they're not on screen saying stuff. And then you had a lot of the Reddit reaction over the Peacemaker, like the recent Peacemaker episode where one of the extras was quote unquote a baddie. And I mean, I'll agree, she was very pretty. But like the internet would just seem to be going crazy about it, about how hot she was and stuff. And I'm like, like the people that have always existed in the background, and just because they're hot, like now you're like, oh wait, extras are a thing. Whoa. Like I don't think that's like necessarily what people were thinking. I think they were just thinking like, whoa, yeah, she's hot. Can you tell I don't hit on women, or I don't hit on anyone very much? Like it's been a while since I've been dating, so we will just forget about how awkward that was and continue to say that, yeah, it's I think it's funny. I think it's an interesting observation that I am making. That was kind of pointless, but you know what? I said it, and I'm gonna stand by it. But yeah, just like, I don't know. If I can get into entertainment, it would be so okay. I don't know if I've said I think I've said this on stream before, but kind of a first of all, as a baseline, I think I'm probably on the spectrum. I've never been assessed, but I'm kind of like, I'm doing a lot of this introspection lately, like past couple of weeks, and I'm realizing that there's a lot of things in my past that I haven't really been able to explain that would really make a lot of sense if it was because I was somewhere on the spectrum. I'm not fetishizing the idea of being autistic. I'm not one of those, you know, ticks and roses, like, you know, oh, look at me, I have Tourette's kind of people. I've seen that fakery and I don't like it. But like, I've never been able to keep a job. Never, not in any of the jobs that I've ever had. The longest I ever stayed at a job was I think 4 years at Whole Foods. I spent a collective 10 years at Whole Foods, but I would say that each job would be like singular. So, you know, I pretty much only, I did like assistant manager stuff, and then assistant manager stuff, and then team member stuff, and then buyer stuff, and then buyer stuff, and then assistant manager stuff. So it was kind of like all up and down and all over the place. Hard to describe as any one way, so that's why I kind of prefer to separate it. That itself, all of that reasoning I did just now makes me like feel like that's the answer. Like, I think that's pretty that's such a good example. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm looking back on all these things in my life, and like never been good at keeping relationships because I feel like I can't relate to anyone. And something that was like so sad for me for such a long time is that I thought it was because I was a psychopath, or like I couldn't, like an actual pathological, like I had a problem with experiencing empathy. And it was just, all it is, if it is the answer, like if I do get assessed and it is the answer that I'm somewhere on the spectrum, then all it is just because I have a problem relating to everyone. You know, like my brain's on a different wavelength, like, and it's, you know, I don't know if I'd consider that a disadvantage or an advantage, but it would certainly explain a lot. Oh, I don't have homing grenades. That's on my other character. I just threw that into the. Oh my god, and I'm real bad at aiming too, just in general. It's because I haven't had to aim my grenades in a while. And this is a whole ass throwing knife, you know? There's a little bit of skill that goes into that. But the thing that I find fun about this Ember Storm thing or whatever he's doing, Forge Storm, is that it refreshes when you kill things with it, or it increases the duration, I think. But yeah, so like you've got this kid who's like, I don't know, friggin' sitting in malls, like just watching people like making up stories about their, oh god, making up stories about their lives and, you know, who they might be and stuff, and thinking, knowing how weird that was and just not feeling safe telling anybody about it for fear of judgment. It's like, oh, well, I could have said like, it's okay guys, I'm autistic, I promise. It may seem weird, but I assure you it's just well within my normal processes, and I mean no harm by it. And like relating to like just having this constant feeling like if I can tell the truth, why can't anybody else? And that like I notice, and it's so weird that I'm like even talking about myself like this. I feel so fucking strange even saying this shit. But it's like you I don't know, you think of something one way for 40 fucking years. 40 years I went through this. Never like just never feeling like I fit in, never feeling like I had any kind of like place or like a right to feel anything or value, because I was thinking back the other day, and my mom used to tell me like oh, you're so, you know, you're good, you're like a genius, you're good at everything you do, like you could pick up a guitar right now and, you know, you could probably play like Stairway to Heaven or something. And like that's not the case for really anyone unless you're like a child prodigy. And like when I wasn't able to do it, like I take people at their word. Like if somebody says, you know, I want to hang out with you, then I assume they're telling the truth. Like I don't think to myself like, all right, is this a normal social interaction? And what is normal? Is normal like where people just say like, oh, I love that so much, or oh, you know, I love you so much, or oh, like and just don't mean any of that? Like, is that just a normal conversation that people have? And like, yeah, apparently, yeah. And I was weird for thinking like that people should just do what they say they're gonna do. And like that would make so much sense if it's because, you know, I'm just wired differently, and that there's, you know, an established cause for it, and or not cause, but like a, you know, vector for treatment. And like, fuck my mom for like not being intuitive or caring enough or around enough, you know, like to notice these things and try to get me help or anything, and then just blame it all on me. Fuck. Like that is like crazy depressing. You know, that like your parent or who's like supposed to be taking care of you just spent your entire life gaslighting you. Ugh. It's like some flowers in the attic bullshit. Fucked is what it is. Fuck in the A. But like, you know, I guess I'm a little proud of myself because I've like been forced to just learn. It's like I basically cured myself of asthma just because like I kept having asthma attacks. My mom wouldn't take me to the doctor, and like I had to do the thing. You remember in oh fuck, what was it? It was a Karate Kid? I think it was Karate. No, it wasn't Karate Kid. What was it? Oh my god, this is gonna kill me. I'm gonna be obsessed with this all day if I don't get it. It's a movie where the kid... Oh, Sidekicks! Shablam! Sidekicks, that one with Chuck Norris and the kid from Neverending Story. Neverending Story 2. Neverending Story 2. Ho, 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 ho. So in Sidekicks, the kid has asthma, right? And that's why he keeps getting bullied because he has asthma, and he can't like do gym with the rest of the kids the right way. He has to like do, you know, stretches and stuff. But so he like fantasizes all day because he's, you know, lonely, and he's a kid who doesn't have any friends. So dude, like, you have to rewatch it. I've watched it so many times since I've become an adult. Like it's still such a good movie. So good. But so like the kid starts fantasizing because he's lonely, and so he fantasizes that like Chuck Norris is his best friend, and so he like takes a lot of these real life problems, I guess. But he like kind of turns his issues into metaphors, and they all kind of like happen in this space where I know there's a guy off to my left. I'm trying to take care of that guy first, but I just didn't want to. But so he's in these spaces where he's like free of okay, stop grappling, where he's free of whatever judgment or whatever problems he's like currently dealing with, and it usually has Chuck Norris in it, and he's usually fighting some version of his gym teacher as a villain, which is hilarious. And the object of his affection is usually like a damsel that he has to say. It's hilarious. It's a good movie. But so he has asthma, and the actual, you know, hero in his life, who happens to be the old wise man who is teaching him how to be a badass fighter. Can we not bring turrets into this fight? Like, I don't have pets. Can you like not do that to me, please? That's just not cool. I don't like it. Oh, come on. But so he like, oh, come on, I thought I killed you. But so he does these, you know, exercises with him, trains with him. For some reason did like nunchaku training, even though he didn't, it was for a sparring competition, so he never would have used that, but whatever. He was learning kata, which is, if you're unfamiliar with, Japanese martial arts, kata is like a dance, basically. Yeah, that makes it sound... You know what, whatever. If you have toxic masculinity, then calling it a dance might offend you, but it doesn't offend me. And I was in Kempo for like 6 years. But so like, he's learning all this stuff, and he is bullied, or he gets into a fight, and then the bully... Oh shit, yeah, I forgot I was in a fight. And then the bully, like, you know, clocks him or like kicks him or something like that, and he thinks he's gonna like do a bunch of karate with this guy and like, you know, beat him up or whatever. But the dude like knocks him down, and he starts having an asthma attack. And it's such a good moment because it's like, yeah, of course, like this isn't a fantasy. Like, this is exactly how this would happen in real life. And no, I'm getting there, Street Trip. Hang on, I'm getting there. And so like he collapses, he has an asthma attack, and he runs home. Like he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, which is because he doesn't have his inhaler or whatever. And so he runs home, which I don't see how that seems like a good idea to somebody with asthma, but you know what? If I was embarrassed, it's probably something I would have done. And so he sits on the, you know, where does he sit? He sits on the porch. Sorry, I'm talking and shooting at the same time. And, oh, he made me jump and, made me miss the goddamn shot. These are all manual clicks, by the way. I'm clicking pretty fast here. I'm pounding this mouse. But so he basically has to go to the hospital, like passes out, has to go to the hospital, and, the guy comes in, and real long story short, he brings like a balm or something that helps the kid, and he teaches him that you have to like it's a... Oh hey Ben, I'm sorry I didn't see you. I meant to I'm usually good about seeing people when they come into the chat. But so he tells him like this exercise, it's basically like a yoga thing. It's just yoga breathing essentially. Oh ha. Cool. Awesome. Appreciate it. And so he teaches him yoga breathing, and he teaches him like the in through the mouth, out through the nose, engaging your core. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Engaging your core, like, and that's how I learned how to beat it, because I started doing these things. I just wanted to see, when I was a kid I used to take baths a lot, and I wanted to see how long I could hold my breath underwater. And I didn't realize it, but doing that was like sort of the yoga breathing thing. Like I would breathe out and I would breathe in, or in through my nose, out through my mouth. Like, and I would do that for, I don't know, like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, something like that. And just do that. And then like I would hold my breath and go underwater. But what I was actually doing was I was like stretching the tissue in my lungs and like working out my, you know, my core and all this kind of stuff. And I almost hit the world record, which was something like 11 minutes or 10 minutes or some shit like that. And of course that was free diving, so there's no fucking way that I would have ever actually been able to do that. But I can hold my breath that long. Now it's like maybe 2 minutes, I think. I'll see if when I get to a good place to pause it, I'll see if I can still do that. But I used to be able to hold my breath a real long time. Anyway, the point is, every time my asthma would like roll around, I would remember that part of the movie, and I would just like, I would go like, oh holy shit, and I would stop myself. I would like stop reacting, I would stop panicking, or I would do my best to stop panicking, and I would just like sit there, and I would be choking, and I would be like tears streaming down my face, like unable to get a full breath in. I'd be shaking and like anxious, like having a full-on attack. And I would just sit there and I would force myself. I would be coughing and I would be like, and like I'm like shaking and turning red, and I would just force myself, and I would stop and I would just go like, and I would just like try with every fiber of my body to hold myself still and take a breath. And if that was successful without going into another coughing fit, I would do it again. I would very slowly, it took me like full 10 counts to get a breath in, full 10 counts to hold it without coughing. But I would do the internal cough where you go like, like through your nose. And then out 10 for 10 counts. And it was like torture, but I forced myself to do it. I would not let myself move, or like I seriously, you know how like your body, like when you're struggling for air, your body is like panicking, like you struggle and you flail and you want oxygen in your lungs. But I also know that I'd read before that you can live like for a while without oxygen. It's like 3 minutes or something. Like your brain can live without oxygen for 3 minutes. So like if you've inhaled water and like your lungs are full of water, you're out 3 minutes and you're probably dead. I assume that's what that metric is, but you know, I don't know everything. But yeah, so it was just all of these different things that kind of came together, and like I don't know, it stuck in my mind, and it became muscle memory. Like every time I would start to feel that shortness of breath with the itch down by your chest, like I felt that, and I would immediately go to my, like you had like, I had a position, like and it wasn't, I would just stop what I was doing. It wasn't like a physical position or anything. Wait, am I doing 2 of these? Oh no, okay. I was like, am I doing 2 of these tasks at once? Oh man, I didn't get 2 of these. I'll backtrack real quick. And so that's another thing that kind of makes me feel like, you know, like I have a life on the spectrum. You know, because I don't think like people typically do that. Like who's that stubborn, or who's that like nobody, you're gonna do this now. Like who can overcome the whole like mind over, like who can do the mind over matter stuff? And it's not even like, I wish it could be intentional. That'd be cool. Like I could just control it like a superpower. That'd be awesome. But you know, like pain tolerance, you know, that's been another thing that has been sort of inexplicable. Like, yeah, none of this is bragging. Like I've been noticing this shit, and like I don't know how to oh, is that death? Is that death down there? I think that would have been death. And I'm just trying to explain it, you know? I'm trying to figure out... I thought this was up. Where the heck is this thing? But yeah, so... smoking weed... So, okay. Anything you combust and inhale is not good for you. Like, that's a pretty established baseline. Like, I think we can all kind of agree on that. But of the things that people combust and inhale, weed smoke is one of the most benign. It's kind of like on par with oh fuck, what is it? There's like people smoke. There's something that people smoke. I don't remember what it was. I think it's like it's just an herb. It's like a household herb. I don't remember what it was. It's like oregano or sage, maybe. I know people smudge with sage, but I don't think they smoke. But yeah, tobacco is probably one of the worst, I would say. It started out as like a very like kind of innocuous thing. Like people say all the time, like, oh, you know, it's fine, it's natural, grows in the ground. Yeah, but now it's sprayed with all kinds of chemicals that enhance its addictiveness. So it can actually, yes, it can cause asthma, it can cause your allergies to get worse. It also kills your palate. So if you like delicious food, I definitely would stop smoking. And I definitely would never have a cigarette within 3 minutes on either side of eating or during your meals, because I don't know if you do that, but I know the Dutch do that, and I know the French do that. I don't know if Hungarians do that, but I would recommend not to do it. The naturally occurring levels of nicotine in pure like heirloom tobacco leaves is totally fine. Like it used to be on par with like a cup of coffee. Or at least caffeine ratio cup of coffee. You get what I'm saying. It used to be on par health-wise with having a cup of coffee. And caffeine itself is not inherently bad for you, just like nicotine itself is not inherently bad for you. But the way that it's been produced, and I mean like all of it. I don't just... Oh, got respawn. And I don't just mean like some of it. I mean the way that all of the commercial stuff is produced is... with enhanced addictiveness, addictive properties and stuff like that. So don't be thinking that you're gonna skirt under the radar. What are you shooting at? How is that thing shooting at? I don't get what that is that's shooting at me right now. Are you just like a drone or something? What is that? So yeah, don't fool yourself if you like try and grow it or so, you know, like, because it's still, the seeds will be treated with I think it's like the elements of like formaldehyde, things like that. Oh yeah, I really need to work on my speaker setup. I have the first speakers I ever bought. Like 20 years ago, because I kept building computers and saying, nah, I don't need new speakers. Nah, I don't need new speakers. And they still work really well. Probably because I you know, keep volume within safe ranges and use headphones a lot. But my old, oh god, Logitech. Woo! You know, we sometimes just gotta use the tools we're given. And I'm also of that mind. All right, well, we're gonna go see the boss now. So I gotta see if I am all hunky-dory on the deeps front. For you uninitiated, that means DPS. 157, 106. And we are using what? Pistol, shotgun. Nope. Pistol. Nope. So they can catch the incoming phone call signal. Yeah. I mean, but nobody has a landline around here anymore. Oh wait, cell phones, yeah. Yeah. It used to. I don't know if it still does. Well, yeah, because they still have the magnets. Yeah. Yes, indeed. You can hear the radio sometimes if it's like really, if it's really loud. You know, I'm sure you know how to do it. Just turn it up real loud. Listen real close. That can hurt though. Yes, sir. Well, we don't have anything higher DPS than we did already. Are we not in hard mode? I thought we were in hard mode. Because that would explain why I'm not getting some drops here. Is there a way to change the difficulty? Is there not? Did I clear? I may need to go to the main menu to do that, I guess. Yeah, I don't know much about sound setups. I used to want, you know, all the big stuff, but I don't do any like audio production. I used to think that I was gonna do like music recording and you know, stuff like that, but I don't know. I just never really got there. Right? Okay. How do I change the mode? Oh, session settings. There we go. I was on normal mode. Personal cross. No. There we go. All right. Okay. Now we can do this. Now we can do this. And so I started a game with the Siren character, and holy crap, she's fun. I don't really like pet classes, but I love like the horde-based minion classes that you sometimes see like with necromancers and stuff. Like if you don't have like temporary. Oh. Like if you have what was I saying? Sorry, I was distracted by the boss, and I didn't want to talk over the dialogue. Yeah, I mean, like, I thought I was gonna do a bunch of audio stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, whatever. We've moved on. And it would have been nice to. Oh yeah, she's really fun. I remembered. But yeah, she's Dex. She's really fun. And I'm looking forward, especially like because of how fun the bosses have been to play against. I'm looking forward to all the endgame stuff. Like I think that's gonna be pretty gosh darn cool and fun and all, you know, mechanics and stuff, etc., etc. But yeah, I use headphones more often than not, so it speaker setup usually doesn't affect me much. But now that I'm in, you know, back in my office, I could probably use more of like a specialized sound setup because I want to put like I'm gonna put a green screen in here. Am I not hitting him? Could you stop being mean? He's being mean. Stop dodging my shots, too. I don't like when he's mean. He's mean, and I don't like it. Did you guys not die before I have a chance to, like, strike at you? Strike at thee! I will strike at thee, and striketh! And striketh I will. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I would like to make music. But that's like, you know, that's sort of the whole... Again, to circle back to the reason why I'm even doing all this stuff, it's in order to put myself in a position so that if I can make this work, like as work, I only need to earn like $10 an hour. Like it's not a lot, so it's not going to take a lot of like you know, subs, once people do start subbing, it's not gonna be a lot to be able to justify doing this full time. And then once I can do it full time, then I'll actually work on stuff. You know, I'll be working on like my music. I'll be working on writing. Like obviously, there's intellectual property issues if I was to write on here, but I could do like community projects, sort of stuff. Oh, woo! I stood very still for that. But yeah, I can do all that stuff. I think it would be really fun to have, and especially like, you know, if we have people like you around, we have people like you know, Amy around, and people who have been here like just in overall since the beginning, then we'll be able to have like cool community and do like cool projects and stuff, write a bunch of stories together. I think that'd be fun. I don't know. And I'm still mostly like spitballing, like just kind of throwing ideas out there and seeing what sounds like fun. But for now, you know, I've got longer streaming hours. I think that's a good start. And then getting more viewers in, like, because there are periods where there will be nobody in here, and like, I don't mind talking to myself, but it's hard to like keep that conversation going for more than a couple hours. And it's not like, I don't think that's really a complaint. Like, I like my alone time, but if I'm doing this, you know, I want to be able to have some kind of conversation with some, like, I can talk to my dogs, I guess. Okay, she looked at me like she wants nothing to do with me right now, so I guess not. But normally, normally, my dogs are okay talking to me. I don't know. She seems upset because I've you know, interrupted her sleep. Did I mean to exit this way? I'm just trying to make a beeline. I don't need to fight you. Can we not? I'm going. Don't bother me. I'm going. Don't do it. I don't need the XP. My Siren character has proven that. Now, I thought this was going to be a game I'd have to grind for to, you know, meet the challenges, but these pansies, pansy bad guys. And you know what's really funny? Pansies are actually a really pretty flower. They're actually very pretty.
Heads up. Last time I scouted these wrecks, some rippers had...
Whee!
All the parts still there? Yeah.
And I quite like them.
I don't miss
As well as daisies and a little bit of baby's breath. It's you can overdo it, especially like when people do flower arrangements and they're like they feel like they have to fill the space. Oh man, I know several million Japanese people who would disagree with you.
But we need it more than they do.
Especially because, like, I don't know, I think it's when something you can like appreciate a thing for the stuff that's in the negative space, you know. That's where all the chaos is, and you've taken particles within that chaos, if we were to just simplify like everything, and you've taken particles within that chaos and you've made them make sense. And I think the best way to show that is to incorporate a lot of that chaos. So I think adding negative space to stuff is a good artistical tactic. You know, it's like jazz. You know, some people don't appreciate jazz, and maybe I don't fully appreciate it, because like there's sometimes where I really do not like it. But like, that's like the whole point is to let the expressions like take the place of the empty space. You know, like sometimes where they say the jazz happens between the notes. Like, that's so fucking true. It's the same way with cooking, you know, like the plate being a canvas is exactly that kind of like mentality. I think that, you know, people really puff themselves up on this whole like food is art thing, so I try not to harp on it because I don't want to sound like one of those people. But yeah, it's important to acknowledge the fact that, you know, there is something to the empty space between things, you know, artistically. And Street Trip, I assume you'd know that because you are a artist yourself. Did you ever do like study art or do any like formal artistical training, or do you just like to do artistic things? I like studying stuff, and like maybe like I didn't like it in school, and I think the whole, I don't know, I felt like the whole point of studying things was because you wanted to learn them. And like if you don't want to learn it, then why should you be forced to learn it? Like that just seems stupid. And like I wanted to learn all the important stuff. What? How dare you, good sir? Can I get a name on you? There you go. What'd you learn? Did you do like art theory, or did you do like lab work, or what was your like scholastic? Well, I think, you know, in high school I had good teachers. They were very encouraging, and they definitely didn't try to sell me on an idea that I was better than I was. Like they were willing to be practical and work with me on things. And so I love being mentored. Like if there's an area of something that I am just like not understanding or don't know about, I love being able to like rely on somebody that has a good amount of knowledge in that subject to kind of guide me, and then sort of give me the freedom to take those tools and then make it my own. Like that's so cool. That was the kind of teaching that I enjoyed the best when I was in school. I mean, that's, and it feels so weird to say that's like a unique way of teaching. I feel like that should have been intrinsic from the beginning for most people, you know? Establish what area you think that your kid is going to be, you know, excel in, and then refine that and hone it, and then make them like the best that they can be at that. And there you go. You've got a happy, well-adjusted professional, and they can succeed, and that's a good thing, you know? Someone's success, that's, I think, one of the best things I ever heard about parenting is that it's not your success, it's their success. Your job is to help them get there. Even if you find it weird or something that you're not used to, or even if it's not your thing, it's important to just, you know, let your kids understand. These are sounding like copyrighted music tracks, so let me just make sure that my stream isn't being blocked on YouTube, because that will happen. I think you're not watching right now on YouTube, or you were on your alt. I was gonna say, like, does it seem like the sound, because they'll mute it first, and then if I let it go too long. No, it seems fine. All right, cool. Oh, you got someone else in here with you. I don't, it just says 2 viewers, so couldn't tell you who. Could be Helmet. He tends to drop in, but he's more of a lurker sometimes. I wanted to study applied graphics. There's no place, so I studied image graphics. Translation may not be accurate. The latter was printed graphics, copperplate engraving, old techniques. Oh, cool. I didn't take it seriously, so I had to leave after 2 years. Years later, after graduating from high school, I went back to your course for your profession. School system's a little different. I ended up graduating as a publication editor. Oh. Oh, Helmet. Ha! Yeah, see? I know my viewers. I know what's up. I got the vibe on lockdown. Is that a thing people say? I got the situational awareness of my things. I couldn't think of the thing to say there. But I'm sure there's a phrase that I could use. I'm topside. What's up?
Over there. Conway's whipping up something that, honestly, I don't understand. You sure this is gonna work?
Bolts
Oh, it'll work.
digitize all our thoughts and impulses. But we're running that data through a combination of repurposed order tech and rusted farm equipment. So, no. Okay, now put the Spy Master's bolt on the synth head. Let's see what's left.
Yeah, I mean,
Agony.
I've never lived outside of the U.S., but I assume that,
Not much to go on. Oh,
you kind of, like, you have to go where you, like, need to go in order to do what you want to do. Whereas in a lot of, like, U.S. cities, it has, like, everything that you want to do, and so it doesn't really matter.
I must return to the timekeeper's side.
And, like, people in the U.S., like, they want their kids to stay, like, in their hometowns and stuff. I don't know if I ever would have been able to do that.
But such a volatile substance requires methodical testing.
But I'm not a nomad either, you know? Like,
There's a bunch more
I want to
science
have a
but the
home
weather is
base,
clearly not ready.
but I also want to just kind of be able to pick up and go whenever I want.
I want my bioweapon.
I don't know. You know, I guess what I'm really trying to say is that I don't really know what I want. Does anybody truly know what they want?
Locust. So Saul has a
I mean, when I was
bioweapon.
like,
Damn.
I was like, I thought I was taller than this guy. This is how Vex looks up at him.
How we stand a chance against it.
No, she's a little taller.
Is
She's
this an
she's
order
about as tall as
weapon?
Conway.
Maybe we need order help.
Because when you're the same height as someone,
Say it, but Conway's
you
right.
kind of feel like you have to look up
Get ahead of Saul's
to them. Like that's like perception. So if I'm
friends in the order.
like it'll almost look like I have to look up to see this thing, this notch, that line right there. See,
Honestly, we don't know much.
it's like an optical illusion. Like, so if you're like 6'1" and you're looking directly at someone in the eyes who is also 6'1",
Very nice.
and you like walk backward, it'll feel like you're looking up
Head into the
at
house
them.
and see what you can find.
Because it's just eye level, but there's like, they have, you know, I don't know, perspective. That's all it is. It's just perspective. Our perspective changes as our focus changes.
Rush, you're fear baking again.
I don't know what my point was with that. Yeah, like, I don't... So, my hometown... Oh yeah, no problem, Street Tip. Take your time. My problem with my hometown is that it is a metropolitan city. I grew up in Sacramento. And, I mean, I can't really say that I have, like, a hometown, but I grew up in a few different places. I grew up in Florida, around the Miami area. I grew up, Gainesville, sorry, around the Gainesville area. I spent some years in Southern California, around Oceanside, San Diego area. And then I spent most of my high school years and elementary school years in Sacramento. So, lots of time on the West Coast. And I don't really have a hometown. You know, if you saw like my office and like my possessions and stuff, you would know that I moved around a lot. Like I tend to oh, that would be a really good oh shit button. Yeah, that's a good oh shit button. We're definitely gonna invest in that. I just don't have a lot, and I don't ever really feel attached to a lot, and my wife's like a huge collector, which is, it's hilarious to see like how contrasted we are. Like, all of her stuff is just all over the apartment. Like, watch, so look at the cam real quick. If you're viewing, look at the cam. All of this is her stuff. Hello, I see me. Oh, that's so weird. It's like I'm watching myself. And you can see Weekend at Bernie's thing. It's hard to angle this correctly. There we go. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff there, and none of it is mine. She's got, this is like room one. You know, like she's She's got enough of that stuff to fill an apartment for sure. For sure. Yeah, and it's actually about half the stuff that she has. Like she oh, what was it? She had like 8 bookshelves of just VHS tapes. And she had to sell a lot of that. She converted, not convert, like she went out and bought like replacements for that stuff in like DVD and Blu-ray form. So she's not really hurting for a collection, but people don't really collect DVDs the way that they do vinyl or VHSs. So it's reduced her capacity in the collector space, but she's still doing real good in numbers, in the numbers game, and she's got like there's an app that like keeps track of that stuff, so she can just, like, catalog everything. Helmets, like all kinds of helmets, or like bike helmets, or I'm trying to sell. Yeah, I wanted to go to the new machine. I wanted to sell some of these guns. Take a load off. Oh, that's bad out of context. Get a load of these guns is what I meant to say. Get a load of these guns. Oh, there is like some very horny dialogue in this game. There is some stuff that I wasn't expecting. Not to say that I'm like, you know, it was unexpected, like it was a like racy or like really like, oh god. But no, it's just unexpected, like, to be in this kind of video game, you know. Even though it's Borderlands, you know, there is some, you know, of that quality, but yeah, it's strange. It was thus far unexpected. There we go. I was wondering where that went. So like roommates back home probably sold my stuff. Oh damn. Old Soviet helmet. Wait. So does that mean that it was being carried by somebody else, or was it a Soviet era APC? Or like, is there just stuff from the old wars just kind of laying around? Because that seems cool. It seems like a cool concept, if you will. And I will. I do all the time. And like, I just can't collect stuff because I would be, I don't know, I would be like, you know, too bummed if it ever like went away. I don't know. I don't know if I'm that sensitive to that, but I would enjoy it. Did she not strike at me this whole time? I hate to pull the height card, but I clearly won on that advantage.
Something's always felt off when I'm scouting those woods. Like I'm being
Weird.
watched. I'll catch a glimpse of the order lady every
When did you go? Was that in 2000s, I guess? Right? That would have been 2000, early 2000. Because we did that. We launched an Afghanistan offensive. No, was that Desert Storm was 90s, right? And then Afghanistan was like the next one over, if you will. The next war over. The adjacent war, if you will. Oh yeah, no problem. Sounds good. I'll just be trying to remember my American history. Stop shooting drone bubbles at me, whatever that is. Stop drone bubbles! I don't know what they are and they confuse and scare me. Stop launching drone bubbles into the air. I don't appreciate it. Oh, okay. 2010-ish. The Ot 10. I just came from there. This is BS. BSHIT. Some old B shit. Grab the bull by the shit. Well, it doesn't even make sense. Thought I was gonna sound clever? Nope. No dice. Jacobs being still my favorite manufacturer of firearms in this game. What? Why are you looking at me? She's looking at me like she's mad. I didn't deserve this treatment. I think it's hilarious that Claptrap even says that this was like a last minute decision because they couldn't think of a better system for that. Which is hilarious because it really just does feel like it was tacked on. Like, what's the point of the of the capsules? It feels like they were meant to be some bigger purpose, or serve some bigger purpose. What is that? Twin, what? Oh, that's what that was. I was like confused as to what that icon was. Alright, where are we going? Going back up there, okay. Oh, whoa, we got caught on that hay bale. Whee! Oh, the order center. It was on. That would have been. I could have just launched there. With. Which one? This one? No. There's a silo. I don't know if it's this one. This would be a really big roundabout way of doing what I'm trying to do here. Why don't we just do that? I'm trying to cheese things in you know, for no particular reason. Could we please? Oh, that's a thing that I cannot access yet. I need locust. Seems like, because that's the armor plates. You might actually probably get the ability to use locust as like an elemental type or something. I'm guessing. Haven't gotten there yet. And I'm like, so on this character, I'm taking my time and just kind of finding things and going through, and I don't know why I put my Latino of spin on the word thing just then. Just exploring things. And yeah, I've been taking my time on this guy. Trying to just kind of hang out. See what's what. I see it. Can you just do this, please? Come on. Just do it. Hello. Oh, you have to go over here. Okay. Nope, okay. Blew that cooldown.
Someone has made their camp here. These barriers will be a minor distraction. It may hold my weight.
Hiya!
Can it withstand impact? To defend a place like this so heavily only proves that what's inside is worth guarding.
Come on. Nope. Come on. Stop killing me.
You took your life into your own hands, Ripper. Border vampire.
I refuse to be okay with that. Could you just... Oh my gosh. I didn't know that it would, like... Do that? Go down into onto the ground? And fall down and be a thing that fell down? Stop shooting at me! Oh my gosh. You're so annoying. Stop.
Don't worry, I'll send
Hiya.
you into the afterlife too.
Which one's my highest DPS? Deep Sir. Which one's my highest Deep Sir? It's still... it's a very close race with the shotgun, but it's still... Assault rifle. Oh, get it, girl. Mm-hmm. I'll take that upgrade. All right, Witchy Poo. Well, she's not a witch, but if she lives in a bog, she might as well be a witch, right?
You're not order. Too sane to be a ripper. And you haven't shot me yet.
Sane?
You leave me alive. Curious. I'd hoped to have enough time to get this fast travel device ready, but plans fall apart.
No!
I can adapt.
No! Don't kill me!
You look smarter than to point a gun at a vault hunter.
A vault hunter? Things are worse than I thought.
Oh shit! I totally wasn't expecting that. Oh no!
This time and I had no clue Sandra was here. The timekeeper.
More of the timekeepers
Forever.
Oh.
Will be so pleased with me. As for you, Vol,
Shabam!
you spoiled my conquest of the outbound. How does it feel to have your plan ruined?
That's not nice.
Escape all you like.
Do you want to actually... There you go.
Forces will crush you.
Get staggered. Shabam! Get staggered. Nope, okay. Kablam! Airburst makes aiming so much easier. Because you basically don't have to aim. Did you say like, hey, how dare you punch me?
Great news. These protein stars are a huge hit. How's everything on your end?
How dare you raise a hand to me, good sir?
Took our order scientist away in an airship.
Okay, that
So yeah, my other character, I beelined everything.
Can you track it?
I'm just gonna go ahead and beeline things with this guy too, but it would help to probably get some more upgrades.
Sending coordinates. It's quite a drive. All the way on the other side of the power dam.
Because we want to get to endgame, so we want to get to TDHM.
It might as well be. The Fade fields supply Kairos' food, so the Order keeps that place locked down tight.
Because if we do any side quests
Before Saul decided
along the way before then, we're gonna have to do them again.
changed. I think I know your
So,
way in.
you know. I have to know, what did these switches do? Did these activate the turrets? And if so, why? You know? Why? Right? Like, why make a thing like that? Are we gonna, like, come back here later at some point? I guess? I don't know. It seems weird. I feel like there's a secret here that I'm not seeing. Anything up here? You know? Like, I feel like there's... Oh, yeah, because there's a locked door here. But is this a place that we're going to come back to at some point? And that's when I'll need to figure it out. Or do I need to do it here and now? It seems like... Okay, well, I was going to say, it seems like the wires might lead somewhere. That's not a thing. So, an interesting thing about this location, though, is the pictures. Like, there's like a random painting out in the middle of nowhere that has a painting that's like, or that has a style that's similar to this. Actually, I think it is this exact. Okay, so that's probably just there. Okay, well. Oh, and that's. Oh no. What is that? Like a fence or like a gate of some sort? What is happening here? Weird. Okay, well, let's check the second floor. I didn't see anything up on the first floor. Cause like, why make a door that's locked? You know, like if these doors aren't, you know, they don't have like a red symbol on them. That door seems to indicate that there's something there. And what the hell is this space for? Like, what's the point of that? There has to be a reason why. Like, that would be insane. There's no fucking way. I mean, why is it in a tree, first of all? Why is it, like, in a hill? You know? Oh, hi. You know? Right? But, like, what's with the, like, buttons? The buttons that appear to function? Or the switches or whatever. You know? I feel like there's more to this place, you know? I just do. I just gosh darn do. But I'm gonna guess that the secret probably has something to do with, like, coming back here later. You know? Like, maybe I have to come back, like, when the story has changed. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, there's no... You can't get under that thing. I have looked for a way. Oh, geez. Yeah, you don't want to piss your neighbors off. Oh. You also don't want to piss those cows off. I don't mind things being loud enough for me to hear the bass in my heart. I think that'd be very entertaining. What? Another Marcus statue? How am I supposed to get up there? Oh. Exactly like this. That's how. Okay, well. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, you gotta let it go full blast sometimes. Or sometime. You gotta get that window breaking sound, you know? Alright, well, I don't think it's a thing. I'm gonna say it, I don't think it's a thing. Oh yeah, some people are very unhappy with having to deal with loud noises at night. Oh, hello. I'll take those. Get out of here. Scary bats. Filthy creatures. Stop spraying me with stuff. Might as well take this silo. You know, it just makes sense. Whee!
Unknowable. Can I show this
Hey! Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to get launched that far. Oh, just kind of obliterated that little guy. You guys all dead now? That's what happens. Whee! I'll take that, thank you. Get kerosened. Oh, guess not. Get shocked. Whoop! Blammo! I can melee attack too, you know. I can also shoot rockets.
I will remember your passing, Ripper.
So, is she a vampire? How long are her fangs? Did she make you her thrall?
Just a human woman, it appeared. Her name is Zadra. You were correct about the jacket, however.
That'd be cool if she was a vampire. Whoosh! That thing goes way up there. Look at that. Any upgrades now? Let's take another look. Pistolero. And assault rifle. Sniper. Yep. And shotty. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, yes. Is that a railgun? Fuck is that? Sort by level. What is this one? Oh, gotta wait a bit. Do 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 do.
Well, if it isn't my favorite. That sucker. Wait. That can stop you, driver. Wait. Fine. Leave. Right everywhere.
Oh, it's like a brap. Oh, it is like a. What on earth? What is that? Is that like a disc of energy? Huh. Okay. Cool. I guess I like it. Alright, so we gotta go a very far distance. Oh, I could just trivialize that. Why don't I trivialize that? Let's trivialize that. If it is a decently low elevation. Whee! Whee! Okay. Yeah. That works. Yay! Oh god. Then you do a 1 jump. And then you do a 2 jump. And into a vehicle. Into a vehicle. I put a B before the letter V. And that's how that works. Before a vehicle. Before. Into a vehicle. Someday stuff I say will make sense. The hungering plane.
I swear by the heavens above.
Whee! Whee! Ah! I love shooting bullets. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, that's right. I roll right over the trees that are on the road. Yep. Badass. So badass. Ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. Too badass to listen to safety restrictions. So badass. You see how long it was going to take me to get to this point if I stopped to explore every single little thing? Woo! Oh, what was that? Is that a thing that I need? For the, there's like an event thing, I think, over here? No. Underground, maybe? Yeah. We don't have time to stop. We're on a mission. And that mission is to reach the meat processing plant.
I am at the processing plant. Where is my entry point?
There's a path inside they used to walk the wild horns in for processing.
It's so funny, they kind of like make it seem like it's not an obvious like fence or gate or whatever. But it really is just that one. I was looking around for a secret entrance for quite a while. But yeah, apparently it's just the gate. It's just, you just use the gate, the main gate. It doesn't look like a main gate, which I guess is why you know, why I thought that. I'm trying to get the kill and blow on these guys because I think that's what actually gets me the bonus and not just killing them in general. No, extend the duration! You son of a... Alright, well, you can't win them all. Alright. Stop launching stuff at me, please. I'd much appreciate it. Why are you... Come on. It goes from one guy launching stuff at me to another guy launching stuff at me. Let me shoot you with this thing. Didn't do anything. Here we go.
I pray you find mercy in the hour.
Try and save my oh shit button for when I really need it. Don't stand behind an exploding barrel. Or I guess do. Guess I really needed it then. Gosh darn it. Damn it! Go down, buddy. Where's the bad guys? Where's the bad guys? No! Well, actually, I think, yeah, he died in the storm, so I think that kind of makes it works that way.
I wish you lasted longer.
Gross. Isn't there a bad guy? No? Bad guy? Hello? What are you shooting at me? Oh, artillery. Cool. Good. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Just calling in airstrikes. That's mean. So yeah, you just follow that wild horn. It's pretty simple. Whee!
I see the order, and I do not like it.
Do I? Where'd I be at? Saw you. Shablam. Ah, come on. Whoa. You don't shoot spinny missiles at me. Oh god. I hit his hat. That's where he's really vulnerable. What? Ah, take that. Although, I was hoping that would extend the, why am I doing that? I was hoping that would extend the life of the actual thing, but it didn't. Oh! Missed that one completely, that's cool. That works. You can do that if you like. Why does it take so long to reload? Why did you take so long to reload? Why did you do that? Yeesh. Did you not? Oh god.
Right, so here's
Oh, come on.
They've got a scanner that checks all the livestock as they enter.
Seriously?
Thing's not gonna let you in. You're the wrong kind.
Did you see him do his little fucking dance?
Luckily, and I use that word relative to the context, there is a valve we can use to
Oh my god.
disguise
No, get away from me.
You're gonna have to drench yourself. Oh damn.
My impressive size alone.
Get away from me.
With this vile animal stew.
That's right.
Right.
I'll teach you what's what.
There should be a way to swamp what's flowing through that tube. Once you do, you'll just need to release the fragrance
Goo.
pushed over yourself. Try to keep your mouth and eyes shut.
I have become beast.
No hurry. Go use the scanner at the vacuum tube.
Delicious.
Gunk falls off.
Oh. Zrorp. It actually spawns turrets if you don't have the meat juice on you.
You slide of death.
Zbap.
You planning to tell me about
Zbap.
the big grinder at the end?
Whoa. They added a grinder? Well, that's new. Used to be sort of a big pair of scissors.
Oh, jeez.
Made it through anyway. Not sure where they're keeping.
Did you ever think to return?
Did you ever think to simply take control? Bring me back yourself?
Yes.
See? Restraint is the difference between thought and action.
I suppose I'd hoped you'd come of your own free will.
Free will? My choice.
Come on, man, just let me at him.
That's why I left.
Well, it's a hologram, but
Still ever changing, Zadra. I'll leave you and your new toy to sole security.
let me in.
You again. This is the second time you've come looking for me. Why?
Saul is building a bioweapon. I have allied myself with the Outbounders to stop him before he can put it to use.
And you need an expert in order technology. Yes, that makes sense. There's a cargo teleporter on the roof.
Correct.
That's our way out of here. Well, lead
Correct.
the way.
Wee. I will.
Lock down the facility. Zadra.
I'll lead the way all the way.
And lock her up better next time. What was that? A broom closet?
Bone is supposed to be stronger than
Guy was dancing around. I don't want to mess with him. It seemed like he was
Get the door. Cover me.
having enough trouble, you know. There's a bad guy up here, right? Isn't there? No, he dead. Okay. Do you want me to... I don't think we need to kill these guys. Oh, yep, they're coming after us. Yep. Oh, come on. There we go. Gotta get that killing blow, you know. Just kill him enough. Shablam! Get away? No. I'm supposed to be like attacking and killing and stuff. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, get punched in the back. Did you fumble that? Yeah? Hmm. Hmm.
More of the Order are moving in.
Yeah. 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 Shoot you in your big stupid hat.
More obstacles fall before my righteous way.
Snap. Ow. I wish this were a railgun, that'd be cool. That guys? And that guys? No! Ow! Owie. Aw, oh, damn it. Hui. Bam. I'm trying to get hipfire criticals. That ain't happening. Oh, I'm shooting at everyone that isn't a bad guy. Where'd the bad guy? Where'd bad guys? Bad guys? Where'd she go? Oh. They're up there. Oh no. I mean, I can't, like, I have to run to a place where I can get up there. They're up there. I'm actually playing, on PC. It's been a while since I played a Star Wars game. I don't think, do they really have any really, like, right now? Like, ones that are, like, doing anything? Yeah, I didn't, that's weird. I didn't know that, like, do I have an option to say what platform I'm on? I thought it would like automatically default to being on PC. Let me see. I can probably, if that's a thing I can change, I might as well, right? Yeah, maybe it just thinks that. I don't know. Because it doesn't say for me what the platform is. Yeah, it'd be so cool. I think a lot of people didn't like that one. Oh, what was it? It was the one, the Outlaws, the one with like the gunslinger type characters. Like, I don't think people like that one. And like, whatever, you know, people are entitled to whatever they like. But it kind of, it set them back in a way that now they got to recover from it, you know. Which is like, who was it? Ubisoft, or was it Warner Brothers, right? No, who was it? Who was the one that made the Outlaws game? I think it was the same people that did, what was it? It was, the Drake, the Nathan Drake. Right, I think. Yeah, it was a big company. I don't remember who it was, though.
With all the noise we've made, I guess we're in for a fight.
In purple light, crepusculating. And Massive, they did
I must ask, this conversation
Outlast?
with the timekeeper.
Mount Massive,
A mistake I'm trying to amend.
right? I think that was Outlast. Regardless, the community did not receive that Star Wars game very well. Regardless of who made it, people didn't like it. And like, whatever.
Let you take her from me.
You know, people, I don't know, people don't like stuff that they don't like. And I, at that, you know, like, how weird of a statement is it to say, like, oh, that's fine to not like what you want to not like. But, like, people are so, like, vitriolic, you know, about it. It's like they'd much rather have the drama over having a good reason to either like or not like something, you know?
I can use their circuitry. One synth may do, but bring me what you can. Options never hurt.
Okay. Don't reverse yourselves on me. That's just like, it's creepy behavior and I don't like it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god. Ah! Oh shit button. Oh god, it didn't work. The oh shit button didn't know shit. It's because he's a badass, that's why. He's a badass. Badass enemy. I am fully cooling down right now. Fully cooling down.
You winds be broken.
Oh, weird. Maybe it thinks I'm on an Xbox, you know? It's entirely possible. YouTube be like that sometimes. I would not be able to talk and play at the same time if I was on an Xbox. Oh my god, that would be... Because I can barely even work the fucking controller. Oh, look at me. I'm all fancy and have leveled up. I like consoles because they are, you know, easier to maintain. You know, they don't cost as much as PCs. They're getting there though. They don't typically cost as much as PCs, and you can usually find games better optimized for consoles. Oh, yeah, they're easier to own anyway. Burn, creature! And don't melee me. Shablam! Oh my god, reload already! Tron! It's so funny that they have a member of the Tron family as a playable character in this game. Hilarious. That's the other thing about it, is that a lot of games are like made to be, you know, used with a controller, and that's definitely, you can tell that with some of these games, usually like AAA games, or like some indie games. You know, like you specifically need a controller for them. Yeah, it's a big trade-off, and the biggest difference is, you know, needing to use the mouse. Or not being able to use the mouse as a controller player, but having the ease of use when using as a controller. You know, you don't have to really worry too much about, oh, am I touching the right keys, or having to set key bindings or anything like that. It's a lot more user friendly. Like I was floating high when I got my PS4. That was like, oh man, this is gonna be so much easier to make content with now. And it was. I mean, like, oh, I just hooked it up to my monitor and attached to my computer. Bada bing, bada boom.
Synth part is the least damaged. There's no telling how much time we have.
Go on, get it.
Tech is old, but I can get it working. I did design it. Let's just hope these parts last long enough for both of us to get out of here.
I feel like they used a lot of like well-known celebrity voices for the cast, but I could just be mistaking that for voice actors that I've just heard a lot before. Unfortunately, I'm not able to use the teleporter that she's using. Oh yeah, I know it has, it's just less convenient, you know. I know that it has, like there's ways you can use Bluetooth with them, but also like plug them in. There's like USB ports on some of them, right? Or at least USB-C or something. Or USB, whatever the, mini USB, that's what it was. Oh, I can't imagine it is. That's not a very nice airplane, you know? There you go. I was like, am I not going to be able to hit that guy? Ow! Is he like getting ready to shoot? I'm a Armin Malaser sort of thing. Just get fired on. Will you seriously let me do that? Oh yes, you will. Okay. Sure. Totally plausible. Ah, man, I was hoping I'd get one more out of that. So funny. What is, for armor, it's electric or corrosive? I cannot remember. Corrosive, right? No, for biomass, it's corrosive. I think. Ow! Lots of damage on me. I'm invincible! For like a moment. Woo! Try not to get hit by those, please. Oh, hey, Cynical, what's up? Had a lot of complications. Yeah, I can. Oh man, that sucks. Well, yeah, we're just doing it, you know, just doing it, doing the thing that I done been doing. When you do the thing, and you keep doing the thing, then you've been doing the thing. And gosh darn it, that's where I'm at. Where are we going? Finding Zadra's lab. Okay, cool. Am I just going there? We haven't unlocked that one. Let's do that then. Wyclef Jean? Is that where he goes to write music? There's interesting music playing right now. What? Oh, come on! No invisible walls! You bastard. Oh, whoop, 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 whoa, 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 there's loot to be had. Hold on now. Woo-wee! And then when you do the thing, you gotta make sure you're doing the thing. And then when you have done the thing, then sometimes you gotta do that thing again. You know? Whee! You're trying to catch the... Oh, they're stomping on that baby cow. Ooh, oh, hello, boss time. Oh, this isn't exactly the best grenade launcher to have for this particular... Hey. Where's the bad guy? Oh, there. Come on, bad guy. Ooh, it'd be really nice if I had, Oh, no, I don't need a friend. I need a bad guy to shoot. Oh, come on, I need a bad guy to shoot! Oh, okay, revive me, yes! That works. Where'd you go? Bad guy? I got a man in the hole. Just get... There we go. In what hole? I don't know, but... It's there? He's there? There's someone there? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come on. Oh, God. Okay. He's got... robots? I mean, I feel like really the only thing I can do is because I don't have an electrical, you know, shock weapon. So all I can really do is just kind of hope that I can take him down with... Oh, God. Let's see if criticals... Ah! No! Yeah, I don't have anything that can really do the trick. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Oh, God! Damn it. Now we're on the clock. Now we're really on the... Oh, shit. Now we're really on the clock. Now we're really... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That was a champion moment. Oh, God! What happened? What the... Oh, my God. No! Help, my buddy, my buddy. Come on, come get me up, get me up. Oh yes, Timberly. So what, does he have 2 phases? This is mean. I don't like it. He's mean. Oh my god. My aim is not good enough for this, and my carpal tunnel will be the death of me. Oh god! Huh. Oh my god. Ah! Shit! Get me up! Get me up, my friends! Come on, Warren. No, Warren! Oh, fuck. All right, well, we're we weren't mean enough. I didn't have a shock weapon. That would have been so much easier. Well, he'll pop up again at some point. Oh my god, I did not want to res back there. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Action skill cooldown rate is never a bad thing. Because the longer we can be incinerating fools, or the more often that we can, then the better. Alright, well, it was worth it. It was almost worth it. Didn't get the kill, but that's all right. The thing is, I gotta find the thing, right? I have to find the thing. Oh yeah, I remember. Meow. Was someone mining this? What was that sound? Did you hear that? Ding, 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 ding. Aw, elevator. Aw. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Goddamn bats. How? Someone yelling? How would I like to get back up there? How do I prefer to get back up there? Through the cave. You know? Oh, wait. There it is. Why does this kind of sound like pop punk, right? But I think this is like video game style music. It's like supposed to be from video games or for video games or something. I don't know. It's a strange genre to have re-emerged into the zeitgeist, if you will allow some nerdy language. Okay, come on, you don't come in here. Disallowed. And now the space is mine, so go screw yours. Go scratch yourself. Get it? Scratch. A cratch. Oh! 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 What? Oh. Are you talking about these guys? What are we doing? What are you guys doing? What's happening? You're just doing jumping jacks. Okay. That's how this is going down. All right. Cool. I'm assuming he was T-posing. Can you imagine if you're like one of the rippers below and you see just this like giant fat flying body come crashing down in the middle of a gun battle that you're having with, like, I don't know, thrashers? Whatever they're scared of. Oh, a little bit of a geometry issue there. Nope. No. No, sir. It's not what you wanted to do. It's the opposite. Oh, God. I heard it. He wasn't happy. These look like delicate instruments. I don't know that I'd want you touching them. Right, exactly. Oh, and I just tried to walk through glass. That's... Oh, maybe neither of us should be leading this resistance, huh? What do you think? Oh my god. I'm letting this button go. It was way too quickly. Alright, well, I think what's gonna happen is this is actually a really good place to stop. I don't want to stop. I want to go to, like, oh, just as you know, I don't know if... I think this thing progressively, as you go through the story, it starts to blow up more. I think. Because out in the desert where I'm at right now, it's like... on my other character... It's, like, really broken apart. Like, it's all scattered. And I think it just kind of does that. But I don't think it's a... Like, I don't think if I stood here that it would just go. I doubt it. That'd be weird. Alright, well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it off here. I made some good progress. This guy he's making great progress. And we're gonna come back tomorrow. I think maybe I'm gonna play Battlefield tomorrow. Talk Tuesday and Talk Monday aren't going to be a thing for just one more week while I get still like kind of stuck into Borderlands. I am going to intersperse Battlefield around all up in that because I just love Battlefield. I love the shooty shoot. But yeah, so we're going to take this Talk Monday or Mystic Monday or whatever we're going to call it. That's going to be Borderlands again next week, and then Tuesday will be Battlefield, and then Wednesday, Thursday are both going to be more Borderlands, and then I'm still trying to figure out like if I can fit in like Fridays or Saturdays or evening streams or whatever, but that's all just a play-by-ear sort of thing, and we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Like I said, my ultimate goal, you know, hopefully is just to get into entertainment somehow. Like I either if I'm doing like marketing or if I'm doing, you know, just this stuff, like just content creation or personality work or whatever, that's fine too. Just gotta get there, you know? And I hope that I will. Oh, that was the thing I meant to say, is that because I totally started to tell the story and then didn't finish it. A thing that I always like to say is that, like, I like to set the expectations that I share with people, I like to set them really high. Like almost infinitely unobtainable, because, and it's not, it's not that I just share that with people it's just that that's how I rationalize it in my head when I'm trying to describe it to other people. Like, I want to shoot as high as I can go, knowing that I may not hit the highest point that I'm looking for, but I'll get pretty darn close if I try really, really, really hard. So that's kind of my whole philosophy. And so if I was to say something like, you know, I would like to write a movie for Marvel, I don't think that that's ever going to happen. I don't know if that's, you know, out within my capability or if it's outside of my capability. But the reason I say that is so that I can try my hardest to get there. And when I look back on it, when I've either hit that point or not hit that point, I'll look back on the work that I did and I'll still be satisfied with where I ended up. That's what I care about. And so, you know, I feel like if we all had some similar mentalities, you know, maybe the avenue towards happiness would be easier to travel, you know? With that little nugget of wisdom, I will leave you guys with this, with the nugget. That was said poorly. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and you know, please feel free to, you know, join in next time, because we'll be doing this same bat time, same bat channel.